Hello and welcome to part 7 of the Lara Croft pixel art tutorial. Sorry I've been on a bit of a break. From now on we'll be uploading every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 5 o'clock, so please make sure to not miss those videos. The reason I was away for so long is because my Xbox decided to break, so I've just got a new power pack, so it should be fine from now on. So what we're going to be doing is starting off, coming down to the bottom left here, or the most bottom left you can go, where we have these grey walls that we laid out at the end of last video somewhat. What we're going to be doing is you're going to be starting with the grey concrete, and to the right of these grey balls here on the bottom row, you're going to place 3 grey concrete going across to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3. Switching to the grey wall to the right of the 3 grey concrete, you're going to place 2 grey wall going across to the right. That's 1 and that's 2. Now switching to the placement block, once again, coming to these 2 grey walls here, not these 2, but these 2 that start on top of this grey concrete, what we're going to be doing is to the right of it, you can place 4 placement blocks go across to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And to the right of those 4 placement blocks, you place 1 grey wall. Delete those placement blocks. Switching to the placement block, again to the right of that grey wall, you can place 3 placement blocks go across to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3. And now switching to the cyan terracotta to the right, the 3 placement blocks. You can place 1 cyan terracotta. So that's 1. Delete the placement blocks. Switching to the placement blocks again, starting on top of the cyan terracotta, you place 2 placement blocks. That's 1, 2. To the right of the to the left even of the top placement block, you place 1 grey wall. That's 1. So it should look like this. Now switching to the placement block again, starting on top of these 3 grey balls that we placed in the last part, starting on top of the right block, you're going to place 2 placement blocks go across to the right. That's 1, 2. To the right of that, you're going to place 1 grey wall. Delete the placement blocks, so it should look a bit like this. Okay, and now switching back to the placement block real quick, coming to this cyan terracotta that we have just floating here. To the right of it, you're going to place 4 placement blocks going across to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting underneath the right block of the 4, you're going to place 1 grey concrete. And delete the placement blocks. And from that, you're going to place 2 grey concrete going diagonally down, just down on the left. So that's 1, and that's 2. So it should be making contact with the ground. Now, starting on top of this 1 grey concrete that we have, you're going to place 3 grey concrete going up on top of it. That's 1, 2, 3. So it should be a total of 4 going up. Now place 2 grey concrete going up on the left. That's 1, 2. Now place 3 grey concrete going across on the upper level to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3. Now place 2 blocks going across on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2. Now place 2 more blocks going across on top of these 2 grey concrete. So it should look like this. Now starting on top of the left block of the 2, you can place 3 grey concrete go across to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. Now starting on top of the right block of the 3, you can place 4 grey concrete go across to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should look like this. And on the middle 2 blocks of the 4, you're just going to place 2 more grey concrete. That's 1, 2. Now on top of the right block of the 2, you're going to place 2 grey concrete going up. That's 1, 2. Now place 1 grey concrete going diagonally up to the right. That's 1. Now place 4 grey concrete going across on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now place 1 block going diagonally up to the right. That's 1. Now coming back to the right block of the 4, you can place 2 blocks going across on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2. Now underneath the right block of the 2, you'll place 2 grey concrete going diagonally down to the left. So that's 1, and that's 2. Now place 2 blocks going across on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2. Now place 1 block going diagonally down to the left. That's 1. And now place 1 block going diagonally up to the left. That's 1. And now place another block going diagonally up to the left. That's 1. Switching to the cyan terracotta, this gap here, the lower one, you're going to place 1 cyan terracotta in it to fill the gap. And once you've done that, you're going to fill in the rest of these gaps, these 3 gaps here, with the grey concrete. Okay, so it should look a bit like this. Now switching to the cyan terracotta, moving over to the right a bit here, starting on top of these 2 grey concretes here, you'll place 2 cyan terracottas go across both of them, so that's 1, 2. On top of the right block of the 2, you'll place 1 cyan terracotta. Now switching back to the grey concrete, to the right of these two cyan terracottas, to the right of the top block, you'll place 3 grey concrete going across to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay, I just lost my place. Let me just quickly... Okay, starting on top of the middle block of the 3, what we're going to do is you'll place 2 grey concretes go across to the right. That's 1, 2. Starting on top of the right block of 2, place 1 grey concrete. Now coming to the middle block of these 3 that we now have going up, you're going to place 5 grey concrete go across to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now starting on top of the right block of the 5, you can place 2 grey concretes. Actually, you can place 2 sets of 2s going across on the upper level to the left. So that's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. So it should look like this. Okay, and now what we're going to be doing is coming to the right block of the 5, well, technically 7 that we've gone across. So you're going to place 4 blocks going across on the lower level to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And now place 2 blocks go across on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2. Now starting from the left block of the 2, you're going to fill this gap 4 with grey concrete. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should look like this. Now coming back to these 2 grey concrete that we have here, you're going to leave a gap here. And then you're going to place 3 grey concrete go up on top of this block here. So that's 1, 2, 3. Now starting to the right of the middle block of the 3 going up, you're going to place 1 grey concrete. It could be to the very right of these 4, this very long row of grey concretes that we now have going across. Starting from the right block, you're going to move in 1. On top of it, you're going to place 1 grey concrete. And next what you're going to be doing is you place 4 grey concretes go across on the lower level to the right from this block here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And now place a linked set of 3 going across on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And now place 5 blocks. Actually, place 6 blocks going down on the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To the right, at the bottom block of the 6, you can place 1 grey concrete. Now place 4 grey concrete going across on the lower level to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting on top of the right block of the 4, you can place you're going to place 1 grey concrete on top. And to the left of that, you're going to place another grey concrete. Now place 3 grey concrete going up on the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And now place 2 blocks going across on the upper level to the left. So that's 1, that's 2. Switching to the cyan terracotta, starting underneath the middle block of these 3 that we have going across here, you'll place 3 cyan terracotta going down. So that's 1, 2, 3. Switching to the grey concrete, you're going to fill in this gap here with the grey concrete. So it should look a bit like this. Now coming back to this pattern that we have here with the 2 grey concrete sticking out here, you're going to place 1 grey concrete going diagonally up to the right. That's 1. And now what we're going to be doing is starting underneath these 4 blocks, starting from the right block of the 4, you're going to place a linked set of 8 blocks going across to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now starting underneath the last 2 blocks of the 8 that we just placed, you'll place 4 blocks going across to the right, starting from the second block in. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now starting underneath the right block of the 4, you'll place 4 blocks going down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And now switching to the blue wool for the first time, I'm going to be doing switching to the blue wool. There it is. Underneath the grey concrete, you can place 2 blue wool going down, and it should be making contact with the ground. Now switching to the cyan terracotta once again, starting next to the bottom block of these 5 or 4 that we have now going down to the grey concrete, you'll place 2 cyan terracotta go across to the left. That's 1, 2. I'll place 2 blocks go up on the left. That's 1, 2. I'll place 1 block going diagonally up to the left. That's 1. And now place 1 block going diagonally down to the left. That's 1. Now place 2 blocks going up on the left. That's 1, 2. And to the left of the top block of the 2, you can place 2 cyan terracotta going across to the left. So that's 1, and that's 2. Switching to the grey concrete, to the right of these 3 that we now have, you're going to place 1 grey concrete. Switching to the cyan terracotta, you're going to fill these 3 gaps here with the cyan terracotta. So it should look a bit like this. Keeping the cyan terracotta even. Starting underneath this left block of the 3 that we have now here, you're going to place 1 cyan terracotta. Now place 3 cyan terracotta going across on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. Now starting on top of the left block of the 3, you're going to place 4 cyan terracotta going up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now coming back down to the bottom block of the 5 that we now have going up. Moving up 1 block to the left of it, you can place 1 cyan terracotta. So it should look like this. Now moving up to the top block of the 6 that we now have going on top to the left of it, you're going to place 4 cyan terracotta going across to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. On top of the last block of the 4, you can place 1 cyan terracotta. Now you're going to leave a gap, and starting here, you're going to place 6 cyan terracottas going across to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now coming to the, we're actually going to fill this gap in with cyan terracotta. That's 1, 2. And then what we're going to be doing is you're going to be, starting from the right, you're going to move into the 3rd block across to the left. So that's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. Underneath it, you're going to place 2 cyan terracotta going diagonally down to the right. That's 1, and that's 2. Switching to the grey concrete, starting underneath the 1st cyan terracotta that we place, you're going to place 1 grey concrete. Switching to the cyan terracotta, where we have this gap of 5, you're going to fill this in with 5 cyan terracotta. So it should look like that. From the left block of the 5, you're going to place 2 cyan terracotta going across on the lower level to the left. That's 1, and that's 2. And now what we're going to be doing is, it's a very good question, I have no idea. Let me just, okay, cool. It's coming to where we have these grey balls, switching to the grey concrete, these 3 grey balls that we have here. Something to the right of it, you're going to place 3 grey concretes going across to the right. So that is 1, 2, 3. Starting to the right of those 3 grey concretes with the grey ball, you place 2 grey ball going across to the right. That's 1, and that's 2. And now place 4 grey ball going across something at lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting on top of the right block of the 4, you can place 2 grey ball going across to the left. That's 1, 2. So it should look like this. Starting on top of this cyan terracotta, these 2 cyan terracottas, going up, starting with the grey ball, starting on top of the 2 cyan terracottas, you're going to place 2 grey ball going up. That's 1, that's 2. To the right of the bottom block of the 2 grey ball, you'll place 2 grey ball going diagonally up to the right. That's 1, that's 2. Starting underneath the right block of these 2 grey concretes with the grey ball, you'll place 3 grey ball going across to the left. So that's 1, 2, 3. Starting on top of the left block of the 3, you'll place 2 grey ball going up. That's 1, 2. Now place to the right of the top block of the 3, you'll place 2, actually, what's the best way of doing this? You're going to place 5 grey ball going across to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So coming back to the left block of the 6 that we now have going across, since we placed the 5 next to this 1, you're going to move in a 3 across to the right, so that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. On top of it, place 1 grey ball. They'll fill in this gap with grey ball. So it should look like this. Now starting on top of the right block of the 6 that we have here, you're going to do is place 4 grey ball going across to the right. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now place underneath the right block of the 4, you can place 1 grey ball. Now place 1 grey ball going diagonally up to the right, down to the right. So it should look like this. Now place 1 grey ball going diagonally up to the right. That's 1. Underneath that block, place 2 grey balls going down. That's 1, 2. Now we have 3 blocks going down to the right of the bottom block of the 3. You'll place 2 grey balls going across on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2. And moving back to the left, you can fill in these 2 gaps here with the grey ball. So it should look like this. Now switching to the grey ball again, coming to where we have these 4 grey concretes that we have here. Starting to the right of the grey concrete, you place 1 grey ball. Now starting to the right of these 3 grey concretes here, you place 2 grey ball going across. That's 1, 2. Now place a linked set of 3 going across on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. Now place another linked set of 3 going across on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. Underneath the middle block of the 3, you'll place 1 grey ball. Now place 2 grey ball going across on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2. Now place 3 grey ball going across on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. Now place 3 grey ball going across on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. Starting on top of the right block of the 3, you can place 2 grey ball going up. That's 1, 2. And next to those 2 grey balls that we just placed, you can place 2 more grey balls going up alongside them. That's 1, 2. So it should look like this. As coming back to these linked set of, these 3 blocks that we have here going across, what we're going to do is place 2 grey ball going across on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2. Underneath the right block of the 2, you can place 1 grey ball. If you look directly down underneath those 2 grey balls that now we have going down, underneath it, you can place 1 grey ball. So just look down, just place 1 there. And now what we're going to be doing is coming to the middle block of these 3 grey ball that we have here. You're going to place 3 grey ball going across to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. Now place 1 grey ball going diagonally down to the left. That's 1. Now place 3 grey ball going across on the lower level to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3. And now what we're going to be doing is going to fill in this gap and this gap with grey ball. So it should look a bit like this. Now switching to the black sand, what we're going to do is fill in this gap here with the black sand. So it should look like this. And now what you're going to be doing is we're going to do a bit of a time lapse right now, I think. So what's going to happen is with the black sand, you're going to fill in this gap and this gap, which I think is one gap, but just, yeah. These 2 large gaps above the grey ball and the grey concrete outline that we made. Ignoring that, but these 2 gaps here, you're going to fill them in with black sand, and I'll be back once we've done that. Okay, so once we've done that, what we're going to be doing is moving out to this left gap here. I'm going to be sorting it out. So we're switching to the placement block, and we're going to be coming to this. Actually, no, wait a second. Yeah, we're going to be coming to these 3 grey ball that we have here. Starting on top of the left block of the 3 grey ball that we have here. I'll just zoom out so you know where we are. On top of it, you're going to place 2 placement blocks going up. That's 1, that's 2. On top of the 2 placement blocks, you can place 1 grey ball. Delete the placement blocks. Now switching back to the placement blocks, starting on top of the grey ball, you can place 3 placement blocks going up. That's 1, 2, 3. Now switching to the cyan terracotta, starting on top of the 3 placement blocks, you place 1 cyan terracotta. To the left of the cyan terracotta, place 1 cyan terracotta, and to the right of that one, you place 2 blocks going across to the right. So that's 1, 2. Now place 1 block going diagonally down to the right. That's 1. I can delete the placement blocks now. So it should look like this. Now switching to the blue wall and also switching to the placement block again. Starting to the right of this cyan terracotta, you can place 3 placement blocks going across to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. To the right there, you can place 1 blue wall. Now place 2 blue wall going across on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2. Now, starting from the right block of the 2, you can place a linked set of 3 going across to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And on top of the 3rd block of the right, you can place 1 blue ball. Then you're going to fill this gap here with blue ball. So it should look like this. Now switching to the cyan terracotta, to the right of this blue ball that's sticking out, you'll place 1 cyan terracotta. And now what we're going to be doing once again is, coming to these 2 grey ball that we have here. I'll zoom out so you know where we are. These 2 grey ball, starting underneath the left block of the 2, you'll place 1 cyan terracotta. Now place 3 blocks going across on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. Now place 1 block going diagonally down to the left. That is 1. Now place 4 blocks going down on the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and now what we're going to be doing is to the right of the bottom block of the 4, you place 1 cyan. And now you're going to fill in these 2 small gaps here with the cyan. So it should look like this. I mean the cyan terracotta, obviously. And now we're going to be doing another time lapse, and this time we're going to be using the grey concrete. I'm going to be filling this gap in with the grey concrete. So I'll see you once that's done. So once you have filled in that is what it should look like. I'm going to be continuing to fill in the rest of the shirt area now, so it shouldn't be too difficult. So we're going to be switching to the cyan terracotta, and we're coming down to the bottom left here. And what we'll be doing is starting underneath these two grey concretes that we have going. Well, next to these two grey concretes that we have going down. Next to them, you're just going to place two cyan terracottas next to them. So it should look a bit like this. And next what we're going to do is, to the right of the bottom block of the two cyan terracottas, you place one cyan terracotta. And now what you're going to do is you're going to place a row of cyan terracottas going up on the right, and you're just going to keep going until you hit this block right here. So it should look a bit like this. Now quickly, we're going to switch to the blue wall, and starting on top of this one cyan terracotta, you're going to place 3 blue walls going up. So that's 1, 2, 3. Switching to the cyan, starting on top of the 3 blue walls, you're going to place 1 cyan. And switching to the blue wall again, starting on top of that 1 cyan, you're going to place 1 blue wall. Now with the cyan terracotta, once again, you're going to fill in this gap with cyan terracotta. So it should look a bit like this. And now, coming down to where we have these 3 blue walls, looking adjacently across, starting to the right of this cyan terracotta here, next to the top block of the blue wall. To the right of that, you can place 2 cyan terracottas going down. So that's 1, 2. Now place 2 cyan terracotta go across on the lower level to the right. So that's 1, and that's 2. Now place 2 cyan terracottas going up on the right. That's 1, 2. Now starting next to the bottom block of the 2 cyans that we have, you'll place a linked set of 2 going down on the right. So that's 1, that's 2. Now place 1 block going diagonally down to the right. That's 1. And now place 2 blocks going up on the right. So that's 1 and 2. I'm going to fill in this gap here with the cyan terracotta. So it should look a bit like this. Now switching to the placement block real quick, coming to where we have this blue wall, looking next to the cyan terracotta next to it. Next to that block you can place 1 placement block, and to the right of the placement block you can place 1 cyan terracotta. So it should look a bit like this. Now coming to where we have these 3 cyan terracottas, the top ones, not the bottom ones, these top ones here. To the right of that, you're going to place 2 cyan terracottas. That's 1, 2. Now place 3 blocks going across on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. Starting on top of the right block of the 3, you'll place 2 cyan terracottas go up. That's 1, 2. And now place 2 blocks going diagonally up to the right. So that's 1, and that's 2. I'm going to fill in these 3 gaps here with the cyan terracotta. So it should look a bit like this. Okay, and we'll see if we need any more cyan terracotta. It doesn't look like we do, so now the only thing to do next is we're going to be needing the cyan wool. So we're going to get that out for the first time. We're going to be needing the placement block as well. So the first cyan wool is we're going to need the placement block. We're going to come up to this area here with this weird shape of the cyan terracottas, and we have this 1 grey wool. To the left of that grey wool, you can place 2 placement blocks going to the left. So that's 1, 2. Underneath the bottom block of the 2, left block of the 2, you can place 1 cyan wool. So it should look a bit like this. And now what we're going to do is, coming to this cyan wool, what you're going to do is, starting underneath it, you're going to just place yourself right underneath it, look up, and you're going to drop straight down. Okay? Now switching to the, did I definitely drop straight? Okay, so on the block you're standing on now, what you're going to do is, starting on top of it, you're going to place 2 placement blocks going up. So that is 1, and that's 2. I'm just making sure that I'm in the right, yeah, okay. Now starting on top, actually no, starting to the right of that top block of the 2 placement blocks, you can place 3 cyan walls going across to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. On top of the middle block of the 3, you're going to place 1 cyan wall. And delete the placement blocks. Now coming over to these two cyan terracottas that we have here with the placement block starting on top of the two cyan terracottas. You'll place 4 placement blocks going across to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. To the right of the 4 placement blocks, you'll place 1 cyan wall. And delete the placement blocks. Perfect. Switching to the placement block again, come to these 3 cyan walls that we have. To the right of the 3 cyan walls, you can place 3 placement blocks going to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3. To the right of that, you can place 2 cyan walls going down. So that's 1, 2. And delete the placement blocks. To the right of the bottom block of the 2 cyan walls, you can place 3 cyan walls going across to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3. Switch to the placement block again. To the right of the 4 cyan walls that we now have going across, place 2 placement blocks going across to the right. That's 1, 2. To the right of that, place 1 cyan wall. Delete the placement blocks. Okay, and now to the right of the cyan wall, you place 4 placement blocks going across to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Switching to the cyan wall again, starting to the right of the 4 placement blocks, you can place 2 cyan walls going up. That's 1, 2. To the right of the bottom block of the 2, you can place 1 cyan wall. So it should look a bit like this. Just double checking if that's fine. Okay, so now that is everything in this area. I'm going to do another time lapse with the blue wool. You're going to fill in this area with the blue wool. So I'll see you once that's done. Okay guys, so once we have filled it in, it should look a bit like this. So now I'm just thinking the best way of doing this is probably to do a little bit of the hand that we have going on down here, but I'm just thinking, okay, yeah, we'll do that. That makes more sense to me. So coming to where we have these 2 blue walls going down, what we're going to be doing is switching to the grey wall to the right of the bottom block of the 2 blue walls. We can place 1 grey wall. Now switching to the black wall, real quick, starting to the right of the grey wall, you can place 2 black walls going across to the right. That's 1, 2. Now starting on top of the left block of the 2 black walls, you can place a linked set of 2 going across to the left. That's 1, 2. Now place 2 more black walls on top of these 2. So it should look a bit like this. And starting on top of the left block of the 2 black walls, you can place 3 black wool going up. So that's 1, 2, and that's 3. Switching to the spruce planks to the right of these 3 black walls going up, you can place 3 spruce planks going down alongside them. So that's 1, 2, 3. And now switching to the orange terracotta to the right of the 1 spruce plank, the bottom spruce planks of the 3, you can place 1 orange terracotta. Underneath that orange terracotta, you can place 1 brown wool. Underneath that brown wool, you place 1 spruce planks. So it should look like this. Switching to the orange terracotta, to the right of the spruce planks, you place 2 orange terracotta going diagonally down to the right. That's 1, and that's 2. Switching to the spruce planks, you can fill this gap in with the spruce planks. Now switching to the acacia planks, we're going to be doing, starting to the right of these orange terracotta here, you'll place 3 acacia planks going diagonally up to the left. So that's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. And now we're going to be switching to the yellow terracotta. And now starting on top of this acacia planks, what we're going to be doing is place 1 yellow terracotta. And now we're going to be switching to the end stone for the first time, real quick. Starting on top of this orange terracotta, you will be placing 1 end stone. And now from this black wall that we have here, this one sticking out here, what we're going to be doing is place 1 end stone going diagonally down to the right. That's 1. Switching to the black concrete, starting on top of the end stone, you place 1 black concrete. To the right of that black concrete, you place 1 spruce planks. And next what you're going to be doing is switching to the black concrete powder, or the black sand. Real quick, what you're going to be doing is filling in this gap here with the black sand. So it should look a bit like this. Okay? So let's think about the best way of doing this now is we're going to switch to the brown wall. To the right, we have these 3 black walls, not the top ones, but these lower ones here that are going across on top of these black concrete and the spruce planks. To the right, these 3 black walls here, you place 1 brown wool. Switching to the jungle planks to the right of that brown wall. That's not, there we go. To the right of the brown wall, you place 2 jungle planks, go across to the right. So that's 1, that's 2. Switching to the dark planks to the right of the 2 jungle planks, you place 1 spruce, dark planks, sorry. So it should look like this. Switching to the oak planks, gotta get that out, from these dark planks, you place 1 oak planks going diagonally down to the right. That's 1. Switching to the pink wool, which I don't think we've used yet, so we'll get that out. Now starting underneath this dark plank, so you place 1 pink wool. Now place 2 pink wool going diagonally down to, no. Let me just start that again. You place 2 pink wool going across on the lower level to the right. That's 1, and that's 2. Now place a linked set of 2 going across on the lower level to the right. That's 1, that's 2. Now underneath the right block of the 2, you can place 1 pink wool. Now place 1 pink wool going diagonally down to the right. That's 1. Now place 1 pink wool going diagonally up to the right. That's 1. And now place 1 pink wool going diagonally down to the right. That's 1. So it should look a bit like this. Switching to the grey sand, coming back to where we had this oak planks, to the right of it, you can place 1 grey sand. Switching to the oak planks, coming back down to where we have these 2 pink walls going across, the first 2 that we placed. To the right of it, you can place 1 oak planks. And now looking down a bit, starting on top of this 1 pink wall, the first one that we had going diagonally down to the right, on top of it, you can place 2 oak planks going diagonally up to the right. So that's 1, but that's 2. Now switching to the birch planks, starting on top of this first oak planks that we placed, you place 1 birch planks. Now if we come to this pink wall that we had going diagonally up to the right of it, you can place 1 birch planks. And now place 1 birch planks going diagonally down to the right. And coming back up to this birch planks that we placed, you can place 1 birch planks going diagonally down to the left. That's 1. Okay, so best way of doing this now, I would say, is to switch to the lime terracotta, get all the blocks out of the way, because we want to get all the blocky area out of the way so we can get to the filling in part. Starting to the right of this oak planks here, this one's on top of this pink wall, so I'll look at where we want you to be. To the right of that oak planks here, I'm going to place 1 lime terracotta, okay? Now switching to the oak planks, from that lime terracotta, you can place 1 oak planks going diagonally down to the right. That's 1. Now switching to the prismarine bricks for the first time, I think. We're going to get those out. Where are they? There they are. To the right of this oak plank, so you can place 1 prismarine bricks. And now switching to the pink wall to the right, no, underneath the prismarine bricks, you can place 1 pink wall. Switching to the oak planks to the right of the pink wall, you place 1 oak planks. And place 2 oak planks going across on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2. To the left of those 2 oak planks, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be placing 6 oak planks going across on the, well, it's just 6 planks going across. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's on the same level, it just looks like this. Okay? Now what we're going to be doing is switching to the jungle planks, starting to the right of this 1 oak planks that we placed earlier. To the right of it, you can place 1 jungle planks. And to the right of that, you can place 1 lime terracotta. Okay. Now the best way of doing this, it's a bit of a pain because some of this is concrete powder, so a bit weird to outline the concrete powder. So okay, we'll just fill in this bit for now then. Coming back over to where we had these oak planks going across, I think it's a total of 8 now. So with the orange terracotta, starting from the oak planks, you can place 1 orange terracotta going diagonally down to the left. That's 1. And from that, you can place 3 orange terracotta going diagonally up to the left. That's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. Switching to the dark planks underneath the bottom orange terracotta that we have, you place 1 dark planks. Now switching to the acacia planks, starting on top of this orange terracotta, you place 1 acacia planks. And on top of that acacia planks, you place 1 yellow terracotta. To the left of that yellow terracotta, you can place 1 brown sand. On top of that brown sand, you're going to place 1 jungle planks. Now to the left of that jungle planks, you're going to place 3 acacia planks going diagonally up to the left. So that's 1, that's 2, and that is 3. Now coming back to the bottom block of the 3 acacia planks, starting with the yellow terracotta, on top of this acacia, you place 2 yellow terracotta. You just place 3 yellow terracotta going diagonally up to the left. That's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. I might slow down a bit because I'm stumbling on my words and I'm probably confusing people, but this is what it should look like. The reason I'm rushing is because I've actually already recorded all this bit before, but for some reason my capture card stopped recording, so I'm having to do it again. Fun for me, hey? So to the left of this yellow terracotta that we just placed at the top of the 3, you place 1 end stone. Underneath that end stone, you place 1 spruce planks. Okay, so now what we do is, best way of doing this is, I think, with the brown wool starting to the left of this dark planks that we placed on the ground here, you place 2 brown wool going up. That's 1, that's 2. Now switching to the spruce planks from the 2 brown wool, you place 2 spruce planks going across on the upper level to the left. That's 1, that's 2. On top of the left block of the 2, you place 1 spruce planks. Now place 2 spruce planks going across on the upper level to the left. That's 1, and that's 2. Switching to the brown wool, starting on top of the right block of the 2 spruce planks, you place 1 brown wool to fill in that gap. Cool. Now switching to the black sand, to the left of the bottom block of the 2 brown wool that we have going down here. To the left of it, you can place 1 black sand. To the left of the black sand, you can place 1 brown wool. And to the left of the brown wool, you're going to place 1 oak planks. Switching to the jungle planks, starting on top of that oak planks, you place 1 jungle planks. On top of that jungle planks, place 1 brown wool. And on top of that brown wool, you place 1 black sand. Now coming to where we have this acacia planks here, switching to the pink wool, starting on top of the bottom acacia planks, you place 2 pink wool going diagonally up to the left. That's 1, and that's 2. Now sticking with the pink wool, starting on top of this yellow terracotta that we placed earlier, you place 2 pink wool going up. That's 1, that's 2. And on top of the 2 pink wool, you place 1 jungle planks. Switching to the brown sand, you're going to fill in this small gap, this 1 block gap, with the brown sand. Now switching to the dark planks once again, starting to the left of the top block of the 2 pink walls that we placed, going up, you place 1 dark planks. Underneath that, you'll place 1 birch planks. And what we'll be doing next is, underneath that birch planks, you can place 1 white terracotta. So we'll get that out. I think that's the first time we're using it. So it should look like this. To the right of that white terracotta, you're going to place 1 jungle planks. Underneath that jungle planks, you're going to place 1 birch planks. And where we have this 2 block gap, you're going to fill it in with the black concrete. So it should look a bit like this. Now switching to the end stone real quick, what we're going to be doing is, coming to where we have this 1 orange terracotta, what we're going to be doing is going to be leaving a 1 block gap, then move over. And starting here, you're going to place 2 end stone going to the right. That's 1, and that's 2. And now if you look down underneath the right block of the 2 end stone, you're going to move over 1 to the right, then move over another 1, and place 1 end stone. So it should look a bit like this. And now what we're going to be doing is, with the placement block to the right of this end stone, you place 9 placement blocks going across to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now to the right of that, you're going to switch to the jungle planks, and you're going to place 5 jungle planks going across to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now switching to the grey sand, which is here, I'm going to delete the placement blocks real quick. Starting on top of the left block of the 5 jungle planks, you place 2 grey sand going up. That's 1, that's 2. Now to the right of the bottom block of the 2 grey sand, you can place 2 grey sand going across to the right. That's 1, 2. Switching to the purple terracotta, to the left of these 3 grey sand, you can place 2 purple terracotta going across to the left. That's 1, and that's 2. Switch to the jungle planks, to the left of the 2 purple terracotta, you place 2 jungle planks. That's 1, and that's 2. And now, what we're going to be doing is, what's the best way of describing this? Okay, so we're going to switch to the brown sand. Basically, what we're going to be doing is going to be filling this gap with the brown sand. I know it's not closed off, but we're going to be, to closing it off, we're going to be placing two brown sand going across next to it. But obviously, we can't do that until we've placed this row. So I'll show you what we mean. We should fill in the bottom row, and then we're going to continue filling in the second row until we hit the jungle planks, and that's it. We're just going to finish there. Okay, so it should look like this. Now switching to the grey sand, starting on top of the two brown sand that we have exposed here, you place two grey sand going across to the right. That's 1, 2. And then you place another two grey sand going across to the right. That's 1, 2. So it should be 4 grey sand going across. Switching to the prismarine bricks, I'm just going to call it prismarine, I think. To the right of the 4 grey sand, you can place 1 prismarine. And to the right of the prismarine, you can place 1 cyan terracotta. Okay. Trying to figure out the best way of doing this again. Okay, we'll finish off this section real quick. What we're going to be doing is coming to where we have these 5 jungle planks. To the right of them, you can place 1 end stone. And to the right of that, you're going to be placing 2 jungle planks. Go to the right. That's 1, 2. And to the right of that, you're going to be placing 2 light grey wool going across to the right. That's 1, 2. And to the right of that, you switch to the grey sand. You can place 2 grey sand going across to the right. That's 1, 2. Now switching to the cyan terracotta, coming back to where we had this pattern we made with the grey sand, with these 3 grey sand going across. To the right of the 3 grey sand, you can place 3 cyan terracotta going across to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. To the right of that, switching to the stone, you place 4 stone going across to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now switching to the cyan terracotta, starting to the right of the grey sand, what you're going to be doing is placing 3 cyan terracotta going up to the, just up. That's 1, 2, 3. Now place 1 cyan going diagonally up to the right. That's 1. If I just say cyan, it's going to be cyan terracotta. If I say cyan wool, obviously it's going to be cyan wool, but I'm just going to call it cyan if it's terracotta. From that 1 cyan, you place 2 cyan going up on the left. That's 1, 2. Now place 1 cyan going diagonally up to the right. That's 1. There we go. Now coming back to where we had these 2 cyan going up, starting next to the left of the bottom block of the 2, you can place 3 cyan going across to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. On top of the 3rd block, you can place 1 cyan. Now place 2 cyan going across on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2. Now place 3 cyan going across on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. Coming back to where we had these 2 going across, starting underneath the left block of the 2, you place a linked set of 3 going across on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. Underneath the left block of the 3, you're going to place 2 cyan going down. That's 1, 2. Starting to the right block of the 2 that we had going down, what we're going to do is place 1 cyan. And now place 3 cyan going across on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. Switching to the grey concrete, coming to where we have this little gap here, sort of, where we have this C shape. In this gap here, you can place 1 grey concrete. Now switching to the blue wool, to the right of that grey concrete, you place 2 blue wool going across to the right. That's 1, 2. On top of the right block of the 2, you'll place 1 blue wool. Now switching to the cyan terracotta, you're going to fill in this gap here with the cyan terracotta. Even though I just said I was going to call it cyan from now on. Okay, I've just lost my place, I keep doing that. Okay. Switching to the stone, starting on top of this 1 cyan terracotta that we had going diagonally up to the right, you place 2 stone going up. That's 1, 2. To the right of the top block of the 2, you'll place 2 stone going across to the right. That's 1, 2. Now place 2 stone going across on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2. So keeping to the stone, actually, we're going to, next to these 2 cyans that we're going up, next to them you place 2 stones. That's 1, that's 2. Now switching to the blue wool again, starting next to the top block of the 3 cyans that we had going up here, place 2 blue wool going across to the right. That's 1, 2. Now place 2 blue wool going down on the right. That's 1, and that's 2. and fill this gap in with the blue wool. So it should look like this. And now what we'll be doing is switching to the grey concrete. What we'll be doing is starting on top, coming where we have these stones here. Starting on top of the middle block of these 3 stone, you'll place 3 grey concrete going across to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. Underneath the 3rd block, you can place 3 grey concretes going diagonally down to the left. That's 1, that's 2, and that is 3. And now place 2 blocks going across on the upper level to the left. That is 1, 2. Now place another set of 2 going across on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2. Now place 1 block going diagonally up to the left. That's 1. Now place 1 block going diagonally up to the right. That's 1. Now place 2 blocks going up on the left. That's 1, 2. To the left of the top block of the 2, you'll place 3 blocks going across to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. I think that's, is that right? Actually, place another one. Place 4 blocks. So it should be a total of 5 going across now. And now place 1 block going diagonally down to the left. That's 1. Now place 2 blocks going down on the right. That's 1, 2. Quickly switching to the cyan terracotta. To the right of the top block of the 2 grey concretes, you'll place 3 cyan going across to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. Switching back to the grey concrete, coming back to the bottom block of the 2, you'll place 2 grey concretes going down on the right. That's 1, 2. To the right of the bottom block of the 2, you'll place 1 grey concrete. And next, what you're going to be doing is you'll be filling in all of these small gaps here with the grey concrete. So just all the small gaps. Okay, including everything. Oh. Okay, so there we have it. That's what it should look like. Okay, so now we're going to be switching to the cyan terracotta. Coming to these bottom set of 2, going up to the top block of the 2, next to the left of it, and you place 2 cyans going across to the left. That's 1, 2. On top of the left block of the 2, you'll place 2 cyan going up. That's 1, 2. Now place a linked set of 2 going up on the left. That's 1, 2. And now you can place 1 block going diagonally up to the right and 1 block going diagonally up to the left. That's 1. And then there's 1 to the left as well. Switching to the blue wool, on top of these 2 linked blocks going up, you can place 1 blue wool. Switching to the grey concrete, starting up to the left of this cyan terracotta, you place 3 grey concretes going up. That's 1, 2, 3. And starting next to the middle block of the 3, on the right of it, you'll place 4 grey concretes going across to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now to the left of the middle block of the 3 going up, you'll place 6 grey concretes going across to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Starting on top of the left block of the 6, you can place 4 grey concretes going across to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And now coming back down to the, well, basically 2 grey concretes that are going down here that we created. We'll place 3 grey concretes going across on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. Underneath the middle block of the 3, you can place 2 grey concretes going down. That's 1, 2. To the middle block of the 3 that we sort of have going down, to the middle block, or the top block of the 2 if you want to call it, to the left of it, you're going to be placing 3 grey concretes going across to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. Now underneath the left block of the 3, you're going to be placing 2 grey concretes going across to the right. That's 1, 2. And now you place another 2 underneath those 2. That's 1, 2. So it should look like this. Now place a linked set of 2 going across on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2. Underneath the left block of the 2, you'll place 1 grey concrete. Switching to the cyan terracotta, underneath this, well, to the right of this grey concrete here, you'll place 1 cyan terracotta. Underneath that, you're going to be placing 1 grey sand. And to the right of that, you're going to be placing 1 grey concrete. Okay, now switching to the cyan wool. Switching to the place block as well, starting on top of the prismarine bricks that we placed here on top of this pink wall. On top of the prismarine, you place 2 placement blocks going up. That's 1, 2. And place 1 cyan wool on top. Delete the placement blocks. Switching to the cyan wool, no, cyan terracotta, I mess up again. The cyan terracotta starting underneath or to the left of these 2 grey concretes. I'll show you where we need to be here. You'll be placing 2 cyan terracottas going down. That's 1, 2. To the right of the bottom block of the 2, you'll place 1 cyan terracotta. I'll place 2 cyan terracottas going up on the right. That's 1, 2. I'll place 1 going diagonally up to the right. That's 1. And now you're going to leave a gap of 2, so that's 1, 2. And on the third block, you place 1 cyan. Now you go to a gap of 1, 1, and place 1 cyan. So it should look like this. And now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be coming back over to where we had these 3 cyan terracottas going across. We had these 2 grey concretes going across next to them. Underneath the left block of the 2 grey concretes, you can place 2 cyan terracottas going down. That's 1, 2. To the right of the bottom block of the 2, you'll place 1 cyan terracotta. And we're going to be doing another time lapse. So we'll be switching to the blue wool. I'm going to be filling this gap here with the blue wool. And I'll see you once that's done. Okay, so once that is done, it should look a bit like this. I'm just going to check, because there is quite a bit of the shirt left to do, so we probably won't finish the shirt. But I think what we could do is we'll do one more time lapse. Actually, you know what? We're going to end the video here. Sorry, guys. I just realised to do the time lapse, there's a lot of like block placements and a lot of placement blocks. So we'll do that in the next part. I know this part was a bit short today, but to be honest, I'm a bit annoyed that I've had to record it again. So yeah. With all that said, please make sure to like and subscribe. Also, if you want to request any pixel arts that you want built, please leave them down in the comments section down below, or please drop an email to me on the email in the about section, or I'll put it in the description as well if you want. With all that said, I shall see you in the next part. Goodbye.